This is Dolynny TV, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another free agent signing here on Dolynny TV, guys. The Oilers are going bananas today, doing more than they did all of that first day last year in terms of doling out money, I guess you could say, right? We had Kevin Gravel, Toby Reeder, and Kyle Brodziak on July 1st last year. This year we have Markus Granlund, we have Alex Chiasson, and we have Mike Smith, and so far so good for the Edmonton Oilers. I'd say, in estimation, these are safe bets. They're gambles, yes, but they're safe bets. And now let's get to Markus Granlund. I was just waiting to get some double confirmation on his contract number. I'm coming up at $1.3 million for a one-year deal. That's not a bad gamble, and I'll explain why in a few seconds here because it's all going to make sense very, very quickly if I can do it. And yeah, buddy's texting me about Chiasson. Literally, I have the video up already. What are you talking about? I know what's going on here with Chiasson. Oh my goodness. He's telling me the terms. What you doing, Dom? What you doing, bud? Anyway, that aside, let's get to Markus Granlund and exactly what he's all about. Let's flip on the points sheet and let's get to it. So he started his career in 2013-2014. Yes, the narrative on Twitter in the past 10 minutes has literally been, oh, what other former Flame we going to sign? Guys, the problem is we've only signed one Flame from last year. Markus Granlund hasn't played for the Flames since 15-16, and Chiasson was an Oiler last year. So that's where we're at. That's exactly what we're doing right now, is we're signing the guys that fit some needs, right? Markus Granlund, the guy that could fit that third line, fourth line center role. Obviously, what the Oilers are going to have to decide on here is between three guys that could fill those two spots. Maybe they'll fill the spots depending on the night. However, the thing is, you've got Gagne, Cave, and of course Granlund. That's the mixed up mixture of the Oilers center core in the bottom two. Obviously, the top two is just the same way. You've got McDavid, Draisaitl, Nuge, but you know what you've got up there as opposed to you don't really 100% know what you've got down below. The thing being, as simple as this, right? I said a gamble. That's what today is all about. A gamble and a hope that you sign the right guy to do the right job and make the right move. So Markus Granlund, as I said, a guy worth taking. He had 18 points in that first full year with Calgary way back when in 14-15. Then had 10 points in 47 games. And, well, yeah, that was brutal, right? He went from Calgary to Vancouver, 7 points in 31 with Calgary. Then 3 points in 16 with Vancouver. Had an amazing year, the year following in 16-17, our playoff year. 32 points. Bless me, thank you. And then 12 points in 53 games. That's not a way you follow it up. And 22 points in 77 games this past year. Now, this is the exciting part about Markus Granlund. I'll do the math for you. The 82 CPA, if he plays all 82 games over a career production average of his points per game, or his points divided by games played to get his points per game times 82 games, he's a 26.42 career production average over 82 games. That's a good gamble in our bottom six at $1.3 million. The question mark I have is obviously there's two ways to look at this one in terms of roster spots. I've been all about Joseph Gambardella or Josh Curry getting that shot on the wing on the fourth line to start next year. This is clearly a case that will not be the case. Joakim Nygard gets a shot no matter what. That seems evident, which means Markus Granlund will fill out a bottom six role, meaning Gambardella and Curry lose their shot unless something here happens. And this may be exactly the two-pronged approach, a safety net for the Oilers to have somebody in there in case somebody gets injured. That's the huge part about this. If somebody gets injured, then the Oilers are able to move something, somewhere, somehow. That's the beauty of this. So, for Markus Granlund, what do you get at 26.42 points, 82 CPA? That's the question as well. There's a lot of questions here. Guys, there are a lot of head shake questions, and we still got to get to what Markus Granlund truly brings to the Edmonton Oilers. But the real question here is 26.42. You're looking in the same neighborhood as Zach Kassian when he's going well on his career great years. You're looking in the same neighborhood as a guy like Alex Chiasson. So you can look there and you can kind of see the examples of what we got on the wings and what we can do with them. And Markus Granlund, a guy very much so capable of doing this. The problem is you've now spent 2.15 on Chiasson, you've spent $2 million on Mike Smith, and you've spent 1.3 on Markus Granlund. Nothing in the top six. That's the straight up problem. But all the other needs are met. We need one top six winger to hopefully do what we're trying to do next year. An 8th seed, squeak in playoff spot, anything can happen, St. Louis Blues style. That's what we're hoping for here next year. And so far, everything's done except that top six winger. We've got roughly about $6 million to do it with, which leaves us $4 million, like I've been saying this whole time, to actually do it. That's the huge part. So you've got Markus Granlund bringing in what? What does Markus Granlund at that 1.3 that we didn't necessarily have to spend on another guy bring into the Edmonton Oilers? Simple as this, penalty killing. And that's a dangerous, God, don't even get me started on how dangerous of an idea it is to bring in another penalty killing guy to a new system under a new coach with all the new guys getting adjusted to new coaching, old guys getting adjusted to new coaching. It is an absolutely scary thought if you're the Edmonton Oilers trying to gamble on Markus Granlund, especially for fans saying, he's going to be a great penalty killer. Guys, we've heard that a million times before, and we've fallen for it every single time, and somehow here we haven't learned our lesson. So it appears. But the thing is, for once, this penalty killer isn't a guy 35 plus. This penalty killer isn't a guy that's only going to put up 10 points a year. This guy isn't a guy who's, some overpaid Hulk, right? This is a $1.3 million. This is a safe bet. A gamble, but a safe bet. Markus Granlund, centerman, left winger, he can do it all on the penalty kill. 6 feet tall, 180 pounds. You know what? He was drafted in the second round, 45th overall. So if you're looking for a role player, that's about where you start to find your role players on cup-winning teams. Now, I'm not saying at 1 year, $1.3 million is Markus Granlund anywhere near the solution to the Edmonton Oilers winning the Stanley Cup, but you know what I mean. You need to build the small pieces around the big pieces, and this is actually, for once, something the Oilers are doing right with free agency today. So you've got Mike Smith in net to solidify goaltending, maybe, possibly, who knows. You've got Alex Chiasson back to get the job done on the second, third line, whatever his role per night may be. He played all four throughout the course of the year last year, so why can't he do it again this year would be the question. And then you've got Markus Granlund in that bottom six as a versatile winger, centerman who can get out there and get the job done. Markus Granlund, remember, he's coming off of a 22-point year, 2682 CPA over his career. That's not bad. But the problem is the Oilers need to get that out of him, and we've kind of had that conversation before last year when we talked about Toby Reeder and said, you know what, given the circumstances, he should elevate. I am not going to use the word elevate when it comes to Markus Granlund. If we get 22 points out of Markus Granlund this year, we are golden. If the penalty kill percentage improves 2.3%, we are golden. It's as simple as that, guys. Risky gamble, absolutely, but a safe bet. You know where I'm going. Gamble, of course, because it's July 1st and you just paid some guy willy-nilly money because he's a free agent. And the problem is it's a safe bet because you know prototypically what you're getting out of him. The face-off percentage, the last thing I want to touch on, not great. Not great, guys. This is the scary part. I think you've probably jumped up in the comments already and seen what I'm talking about. 42.8%. We're talking rookie McDavid numbers there. And scary thought, but it should be able to be more balanced if we set him up like we did with a couple of guys last year and Draisaitl, McDavid, flipping them back and forth depending on the situation. Guys, that's where I'm going to leave you. I'm Tyson, this is Dolynny TV. Another free agent video cranked out. Another one for you to watch. I hope you enjoyed. I will catch you, as always, in the next one.